Hi, welcome. Today we are talking about one of the most important topics, which is strategy. Strategic planning process, which can help you make your organization strategies, develop your strategies. So all the process clearly explained here. It is an overview, a summary of the whole book, but we are not going through the details of each terms mentioned here because it will take lots of time. If still you are trying to know about each and every one of them, so you can subscribe, then we will have the discussion on each and every part of strategic planning process. Um, First, we are going to discuss what strategy is. Strategy is not a plan. Strategy is not a goal. Strategy is a direction. Strategy is a roadmap. Strategy is telling you how to reach your goals, how to get your goals. This is strategy. Whereas planning tells you what goals, what. So planning says what you want to achieve, but strategy tells you how you want to achieve your goals. So goals and objectives are part of strategy and part of planning. So don't confuse among these differences. Um, let's make an example for a strategy. Um, a strategy is like a rudder in a ship on the sea. And without a rudder, ship cannot go to the proper direction that you want to go. So if the ship does not have rudder, then it will circulate. It will go everywhere without any goal, without any objectives. So useless. So when there's a rudder is the device that helps you navigate the ship properly to the proper destination that you want to reach. So, in other words, we can say the strategy is a tool that helps you get to your um, targets or goals. Strategy is a tool of fighting in combats, or strategy is a map in a jungle that you are lost. So, how to get out of that jungle? So, it is focusing on the how part. So, by the consideration of different situational factors, it helps you strengthen yourself, I mean, your organization or business, in order to reach to your goals. So let's discuss what are in developing strategies. First and foremost, when you are trying to develop a strategy or you make a strategy, simply it is common that you should have a long-term goal, which is vision. So after vision, you have mission for your organization or business entity. So what vision is simply if you are going to the third floor, the roof of the third floor is your vision. So first you have to go through the stairs, first floor, second floor, third floor, in order to reach to the roof. So vision is the imaginary goal that all organization activities are contributing to the vision, to reach to the vision. So on details we cannot discuss on each and every part of these terms, but later in other videos we will discuss. Vision, secondly, vision after mission, after vision. After vision, you will have your mission. Mission is telling you what your organization is doing, or what your business entity is doing. So what it is producing, how it is producing, uh, where it is producing, These are the purpose of mission. So the purpose of your business operation is mentioned in the mission statement. Secondly, for the strategy development, uh, to have a good strategy to overcome to the challenges, to achieve your goals and objectives, to reach to your vision, you should consider two type of important factors: internal evaluation factors and external evaluation factors. So the external evaluation factors are focusing on the PEST or PESTO, based political, economical, social, and technological factors. Whereas in these factors there are um, opportunities and threats. So externally, in the external environment, there are threats and opportunities. You have to uh, go through all these opportunities, what opportunities are available, what threats are available. So you have to go through and calculate the threats and opportunities, which are properly calculated. So in the next videos we will discuss about those clearly in details. And secondly, you have to then go through the internal factor evaluation, which is strengths and weaknesses. So you are going through your own strengths and weaknesses inside your organization, what strengths and weaknesses you have, like what are your competitive advantages, whether on human resources, on sales, on production, on marketing. So you have to calculate these two. Then you are going to compare your strength and weaknesses with threats and opportunities, which is SWOT analysis. You might have heard of SWOT analysis. So you have to calculate, weight them. Each and every factor of the strengths and weaknesses will be weighted, and in conclusion you have to summarize them. Then you have to compare with the summary of the opportunities and threats. Then you will decide whether the opportunities are high or the threats. So if you find that the measurement of the opportunities are high and the threats are low, then there are more opportunities for you to go through capturing the benefits. And strengths and weaknesses for these opportunities that you have found, you have to see the strengths. So do you have the strengths to achieve those opportunities or no? So you are going to see your weaknesses. Do you have weaknesses to achieve those benefits or opportunities in the external environment or no? So then you will decide. In conclusion, you will summarize them, and then you will decide. So this will be the evaluating, these two will be the evaluation process of the factors to find out your strengths and weaknesses, your opportunities and threats outside. Then based on the evaluation of these two, you will determine your long-term goals. Your long-term goals, the breakdown of your goals to reach to your vision. So you will determine your long-term goals. Thirdly, we are coming to the strategy formulation. And the strategy formulation, it is strategy planning. Formulation means planning. You have to plan your strategy. The integral part of making your strategy is strategy formulation. You have to formulate your strategy here. Commonly, we have three types of strategy: corporate level strategy, business strategy, and competitive strategy. Corporate level strategy is the umbrella, the father of all strategies in an organization. So when you develop a strategy, so that is your corporate strategy at first. Then Secondly, you will go through the business strategy, the the sub strategies. Then you will have competitive strategies. Let's briefly discuss about these three strategies. So first, you will go through the corporate strategy, the strategy that is the father of strategies. For example, let's say in Toyota, Toyota company is making a strategy, and Toyota identifies how many types of vehicles will be produced by Toyota. So overall strategy is identified. That is corporate strategy. So one type of a car that Toyota is producing is Corolla, Toyota Corolla. So Toyota Corolla is a business strategy. If Toyota Corolla is going to produce Toyota Land Cruiser, then that is business strategy. So Toyota has one corporate strategy, overall strategy, whereas for each product that is going to be launched, so Toyota needs to have a separate business strategy. For each separate business strategy, Toyota needs to have competitive strategies. The competitive strategies includes the functional strategies. So like the strategy for human resources, the strategy for um, um, its development, the strategy for its sales, the strategy for marketing. So all the functional strategies are coming in the competitive strategies for the competitions in the market. Uh, Corporate strategy has lots of other strategies that can help you survive in different situations with considerations of the different factors that you're facing. So there are four main strategies under corporate strategy. That is vertical integration strategies, intensive strategies, diversification strategies, defensive strategies. So all these are divided into three more strategies. Like vertical integration strategies are mainly discussing about the integrations. So um, you are in a market and you are trying to integrate with suppliers, with distributors, with um, other competitors. So this is focusing on the strategies to integrate. So all these strategies are divided further in other strategies. We will have detailed discussion of all these in our next videos. So I'm also trying to reduce to take your time. So uh, we are coming to the fourth part of a strategic planning process, which is strategy implementation. In the strategic implementation, we are what we planned here, so what we evaluated here, and what we have visioned, what goals and objectives are identified. So what tasks and activities are given to different departments in here. So we are implementing. So all the functions that we have in the organization, we are asking them to implement. So practical action is taken there. So here we are going forward. In a strategy, the fifth one is the last one, or the fifth one is the strategy evaluation. So evaluation process is a continuous process for the successful of our organization strategy. So constantly and regularly a strategy evaluation is monitoring the SWOT. So regularly An organization should analyze SWOT: strength, opportunities, weaknesses, and threats, internally and externally, to be updated, to find out are still the strengths we had in formulation are still the strengths that we have, or there are some difference. So monitoring the SWOT. And the second one, it is evaluating the organizational performance. So in the strategic evaluation, we are going through the expectations, what we expected in the formulation part, and what are the results now. So the strategy that we have developed for achievement of selling 1,000 Toyota Land Cruiser cars, this was our expectation and the goal. So let's see, did we produce 1,000 Toyota Land Cruisers or not? Did we sell that much or not? So expectation and results, actual results, are evaluated. So in both parts, if any discrepancies or differences are occurred, we are going on taking corrective actions. If the factors in the SWOT analysis are found problems, I mean, if our strengths are changed to weaknesses, then proper action is required to be taken. Why and how to get those weaknesses again to uh, strengths. Or if we have not achieved the goal of producing 1,000 Toyota Land Cruiser cars, so we are going to take the corrective action. Why we couldn't get? So we have to find out and take the corrective action to solve any problem or challenges that caused the difference. So this was the overall overview, short overview of strategy planning process. Whereas we have lots of issues in strategy planning process, but I will promise that I will provide you details of other processes. So I cannot take lots of time, though we have left some other details here written in the green, and also the details of the types of corporate strategies, and also the details of vision, mission, and the analysis of IFE and EFE, practically how we can do them. So these all are left. I hope it have helped you some, but in our future videos we will better go to the details of one by one. Thank you very much for being with us.